It's Tuesday of Notre Dame week, and this is Quick Hits with Keely, presented by Smart Soft Cell Storage. While Notre Dame got off to a slow start, the Irish are now on a 5-game winning streak and seem to have found their stride, especially on defense. Notre Dame hasn't given up more than 400 yards a game. Meanwhile, USC has only had 2 games this season below 400 yards of total offense. Head coach Lincoln Riley previewed the matchup on Tuesday.
They've done a nice job. They've had a really good defensive year. I don't see just a ton of weaknesses with the group. I mean, they've got guys who can rush the passer. They play well in the secondary. They've intercepted balls. They've been good on third down. I mean, they're good defense. They're a challenging defense. The margins are thin with a group like that. You got to execute at a high level. And I've said that before when we play good groups, but that's what shows up. Good teams and good defenses make it harder on you to make plays, and they do a nice job of that.
Saturday will be USC's final game in the Coliseum this season. 6-year senior Brett Nealon shared how last year's 4-8 season helped fuel this year's success.
You know, it's tough going 4-8 and getting beat pretty badly by certain teams. And I think it just made the guys that were here previously on this team just maybe have that in the back of our minds. Like, you know, some certain teams really whooped us last year and disrespected us, and even in our home stadium. So that kind of made the bond even tighter between the guys that are left here. And then I think it maybe had a trickle-down effect to some of the new guys. And yeah, it's just about, like, you know, coming back this year and just making the wrongs right.
Head coach Lincoln Riley credited veterans like Nealon and Andrew Voorhees Tuesday for their help in changing USC's culture this season. Riley admitted that he didn't realize at the time how vital it was for Nealon and Voorhees to delay their departure for the NFL and return for one more season.
I probably didn't realize how big that was at that time, but that was important. It was a tone setter in a lot of ways, and you know, you guys have been good players for us and been good leaders, and they've wanted this to happen. It's been fun. For all the, like even just, like the game the other day, it's been fun seeing the guys be able to enjoy some of these moments, and all of them, but especially the ones that have been here for a while. Like you know their appreciation level, for what this team has done and what they've, led, and what they've certainly made a big difference in doing is, you can tell it means a lot to them.
Lincoln Riley has stressed a desire for USC to play a full 60 minutes of football on Saturdays. The head coach evaluated on Tuesday where the team stands with that goal.
This is kind of what you gear up for, right? It's going to take our best on all sides, throughout this closing stretch and this weekend. And so, no, you gear up for it. But again, it's not, you want it to be that way, but it's not always like the perfect climb or the perfect this. I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs throughout it, but I see mentality progressing. I see us, finding some cool ways to win, and obviously beat some good opponents and got with some more here on deck. So, yeah, that's the plan. I mean, that's kind of what we're out here grinding for, working for, and I think this team's very serious about getting it done.
This has been Quick Hits with Keely. Stay tuned for another edition on Wednesday.